Hello. So, you've been playing an average campaign, but you low-key have no idea what you're doing because you're stupid. But don't you worry, because I'm here and I'm about to be covering some tips and tricks, like what stats you should be running, boons and builds you should be going, optimal ways to farm money, and overall general tips, okay? Assuming you know how to play the game. This is not a beginner's guide. If you need that, watch this video. Okay, let's get started. Number 1, stat points. What do they mean and how do I know what to build on my class? Okay, let's go over each of them real quick. So, each ability in this game scales off of something. To check that, go into the abilities tab, click on one, and scroll down and open your eyes. Wow, this one scales off of dexterity and strength, so I should probably be putting my points into dexterity and strength. It's pretty simple, okay? So let's go over all the classes and I'll tell you what to generally put your points into. First, starting off with Rogue, even though it scales off of strength, plus dexterity, you should always be putting everything into dexterity because most of your abilities scale off of it better, and dexterity also increases your crit chance and dodge chance. So you should basically never be building strength on Rogue. Number 2, Warrior. Just mainly go into strength if you can. Dump some into Constitution if you want to be a bit tankier, especially for Knight. But even then, most of your armor gives you Constitution anyway, so you could do like an 80-30 split into both of them if you want. Oh my Allah! Okay, wait, what was I talking about? Okay, Warrior, yes. Do an 80-30 split, 80% strength, 30 into Constitution, and you should be fine. Okay, number 3, Mage. Just go all into intelligence, bro. If you want HP, just get the slime boots or something. You don't need to be putting anything into Constitution as a mage. Just get your priest to heal you. Okay, number 4, Brawler. If you're going beast, you should probably be doing like a 60-40 strength and con split. Put a little more into strength, but you want to be decently tanky because beast is inherently super squishy. So yeah, put a decent amount into Constitution as well. And for the 3 people who play Elementalist, I know I'm here for you. No, I'm not, bro. I don't even know how to play that class. I've heard you could do like some pretty insane setups and do like 1 million damage, but I'm not blessed with that knowledge. Generally, I think for Elementalist, I think it's fine if you go a little bit of strength and con, like 80-30 split. I'm just throwing numbers out. That sounds about good. Just go beast, bro. It's cooler. Okay, number 5, Priest, my goat. Basically, just dump everything into faith, maybe a little bit of con, and yeah, you'll be fine. But if you're going the potential bunny boon, it's still the same. Do like 4-to-1 faith plus con, so your bunny is a little tankier, and then go druid, so you can natures buff your bunny to nuke bosses, and yeah, that's about it, bro. I've heard 100% luck build might do more damage. I don't think so, but yeah, I'll talk about how to get that boon and stuff later as well. Alright, so now that you know what stats you should be going for each class, you're probably asking now, but what boons should I be running for my class, and what builds should I be going? Okay, we will talk about the builds later, but let's start off with the boon builds, okay? And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm fucking Albert Einstein or something. I don't have 200 IQ, and I'm sorry, I have a life and I don't know every single optimal build for this game, but guess who does? This guy does! Boom! Boon guide, baby! Oh yeah! I'll link this Discord server in the comments so you guys can go check it out and see all the cool stuff. It also has a bunch of good strategies for how to solo the game and all the other cool stuff, etc, etc. But let's quickly go over some of these boons real quick because I think some of them are a bit outdated and they could be a little better. Let's take a look at Rogue first real quick. It tells you to run Stealthy, Weak Points, Keen Eye, or Trained. I think you should probably always go Weak Points plus Keen Eye, but Stealthy actually just got nerfed, removing super crits from it. It's still pretty good for Assassin, so I think you should always go Stealthy on Assassin. But for Drifter, it's basically useless now because they made Scattershot a 2 energy move. So if you're going Drifter, I think you should probably use Overtime instead, because it's like a 3-turn setup now for Scattershot. But all of this will probably change super fast because Rogue is legit getting reworked daily. So let's move on to the next one. For Mage, I think it looks about right. I don't know why you would ever run a Necromancer boon build, because Necromancer is just mid. Like, summons are actually just dog shit. I personally would just go Mage Sign, Mage Birth Sign / Energy Conserver and just run Bloodkin Warlock. On to the next one, Warrior. That looks about right. I would just go the top option if you want to be a bit tankier and have higher initiative, so you can always go first and you're able to taunt with alert / bulk up, or you can go Vampiric Bloodline for Rampager for like the lifesteal and stuff. Besides that, I think that's fine. For Brawler, I'm not even gonna pretend like I know any of this. Just look at the guide. I would, yeah, Yeah, I don't even know. And lastly, for Priest, my GOAT, basically go any of these 4 builds. I would personally go the top one just to be a general healer. If you're going Potential Bunny, you don't even need to worry about this because Potential Bunny legit takes 5 Boon slots. Alright, so now, I would talk about the build here, but low-key I think it's a waste of time. Just inspect it, and if it says that it's good for your stats, you equip it. And then you go fight bosses and trainers, and you go figure out your own optimal build. Fuck you, I'm too lazy to look at all of them. Okay, so I actually want to talk about some general tips and tricks real quick. Okay, first is the turn order. It took me way too long to figure this shit out. If you look on the bottom left side down here, you'll see the enemy's HP and turn order. It goes from top to bottom, and it depends on how high your initiative is. You can also click on the names on this list to see their current buffs/debuffs, which is super useful. And some other general info is that in order to get the bunny boon, you have to kill a dungeon boss with a regular bunny that you can summon from the nature's tome, which you can either craft with 3 cloth and 10 leaves, or you can buy at the shop. And no, the saloon boss does not count in the dungeon, I believe. I would just do it with the bone drake. It's low-key light work, bro. The next tip is, what does the sword in the shrine even do? So, I'm sure you found this thing and you've pulled on it and you've never gone anything, okay? In order to do it, you have 2 options. The first option is you have to be a warrior and you have to have 10 plus strength, and always click the tug option, by the way. And then you'll have a 1 out of 20 chance to pull it. And then if you do pull it, you'll get the sword and the boon. You can also become a rampager, and if you click pull with all your strength while being a rampager, it'll be a 1 out of 10 chance instead of 1 out of 20. But if you do pull it with rampager, you do not get the boon. You have to do it with the 1 out of 20 option, okay? But once you do pull it and you get the sword, you'll unlock the chosen one boon, which makes you start with +5 strength, and also makes your skills 20% more effective, so it's pretty good. I don't know how many slots it takes up. If I do find it, I'll put it on the screen right here. Boom. And it also makes the sword in the stone event pop up more frequently, and you should have a 100% chance to pull it if you do have the boon, so that's pretty cool. Besides that, some other tips is that for all the events, like releasing the prisoner or the portal, you need to keep the items for it in the stash. If you keep it in your inventory, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work for the event, so you'll just pass it. And yeah, oh my lord, I almost forgot. The most optimal way to farm cealts, or I don't even know how to say it, money in the game is you have to go stealthy and you duo assassin with your friend and you just spam knife throw. Even after the nerf, making it so that you can't super crit anymore, I think it's still the fastest way to clear the game. Just skip all the optional bosses, get good dexterity stuff, and just one tap the bone drake with vicious and bleed stacks. You can also watch OK's video on it right here. Just know it may be a bit harder now after the nerf, but I still believe it is the fastest way to farm. And I think that is about it for the video, bro. I probably missed a bunch of things because this game has too many little intricate things for me to actually talk about that I actually don't care anymore. And if you guys are wondering why I would not make a tier list on this game, they legit update and rework things every 2 seconds. I would be changing the tier list every day, bro. Maybe I'll make one whenever the game is more stable, but nah, that's just kind of the point of the game, for metas to change often, so that is about it, bro. Intro roll now. 5 more seconds until it can be an 8-minute video so I could do mid-roll ads and get more money. Alright, it's been 8 minutes. Alright, goodbye. Subscribe right now. Subscribe right now, dude. Click the button. Subscribe. Dude.